My name is Erica Frederick. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a light-skinned Black femme. My hair is braided and beaded. I'm wearing clear glasses framed in gold. I have a nose ring and a septum piercing. I'm wearing a maroon shirt and a gold necklace with the letter E. The wall behind me is white. This is an excerpt from my novel in progress titled Do Berries Bloom from Ragweed? This is the scene where our protagonist meets her past self. I've never had a good sense of where on earth I am. I'm always lost, so every place feels as close as it feels far away. Feels like nowhere. My first apartment in the sky in Harlem, where I saw my brother sob for himself for the only time, feels the same as the part of the Atlantic Ocean that coasts Florida, where I lied to my mother about stepping on sea urchins because I was too old to just want her to hold me. Everywhere to me feels like Harlem, feels like Palm Beach, feels like Venice, feels like Jacmel, feels like Limbo. So I'm not as frightened by this bright and empty nowhere as I always thought I'd be. Feels like home. But when I think of home, I'm there. When I think of yesterday, it is. She's in my bed in my sky-high Harlem apartment, but not the one I just mentioned. Not the one that my brother and I fled to when we fled home. Not the one rented to us, even though we were really just kids, because the landlady hugged us and said we looked just like her used to be children. Not the one where I sobbed for myself always until my brother one day decided my tears were tools for manipulation. This wasn't my first apartment. It was my last. She's in my bed, asleep under white duvet on top of white sheets that I recently stopped having to fear I'd bleed onto. All my life, I'd wondered if everyone was lying about their period staying in place, not always leaking out through underwear, pajama bottoms, bedspread, mattress, bed frame, floor. I see her so amplified. The patch of coils at her hairline is rogue streaked, shocking white. I notice how fully freckled she's become, how skin tagged, how Morgan Freemaned. This marked face I grew up believing was reserved for grandmothers, mothers. I stroked her sideburns, still downy as ever, still all the way down to her chin. I placed my palm on her sternum. I stopped remembering how cold my extremities are, how the core of me runs hot. It's been so long since a late night fuck left me complaints about my freezing heat. I can feel her whirring heartbeat. My breath sticks. God damn it, I'm really alive. And she, her, me, Evie opens her watery eyes. She blinks. She whispers, it's finally happened. I've multiplied. I say, you're dying tomorrow. She turns to lie fully on her back. Under my hand, I feel her heartbeat fast as a newborn's. Her eyes redden, water more. I feel the residuals, the sharp twinge of cry behind my nose. She croaks. Who's going to plan my funeral? I say, we should probably just try and get you not to die. She asks, how did it happen? I don't know. I just woke up dead. Was it terrifying? I say no. It feels just like this, only lighter. Feels, I think I'm still dead. She clasps my wrist. She says, you're so cold. She says, I shouldn't have skipped this year's physical or the last 20. And as she says it, I think it. My thoughts, her words, they harmonize, echo. Weird. She takes my hand off her and rises. The hair off the pillow is flattened in the back, but it springs every which way when she ruffles it. She pulls out from under the duvet and stands. She stretches up her arms and I get the full naked of her, the broad placard of her flat chest, still very much the belly, but hollow now, less rounded out by life than I pretend it still is. I catch every pucker and tag and hyperpigment. And didn't I already say this? God damn it, I'm alive. Thank you.